What is going on, guys? Welcome to the vlog, welcome to the video, and welcome to the beautiful, beautiful state of Kansas. Today, we've got to go hit some legs pretty hard. I haven't hit legs in about 2 weeks, and in full honesty, we're not going to be squatting today because I've got a massive sunburn on my shoulders, and I'm a sissy to sunburn, so no squats today. And does anyone have any clue what these little dots are? I thought it was just water droplets at first, but these things are all over every single one of my windows. So I actually am starting to think it's hail damage. Not quite certain, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments. All right, guys, so mic'd up now, so hopefully we get a little bit less echo in the videos, but we're gonna start our legs with some of these leg extensions. I'm going to be straight honest with you. These leg extensions are the best thing you can do to be growing your quadriceps. So take that with what you will, but it has definitely worked for me, and you will be seeing the muscle fibers as I go on here. But we're going to start with something light, quick 160 pounds, and everything I'm doing right now is going to be drop sets. So start with 160, do as many as I can, rep out. Drop it to half, so we're going to drop it to 80, rep out again, and then wait 2 to 3 minutes and on to the next one. So we'll see if we can get those muscle fibers stretching out here. So I'm watching back the video, and I'm going to be honest, my legs looked really small in the video. And I'll flex them for you guys later, but in full honesty, that's not the case. I've got some pretty big legs just from years of heavy squat and deadlift, but we'll see if we can get a little better shot on this with the new angle. But increasing the weight to 180, that last set at 160 was just way too light for me. All right, now we're doing some reverse leg curls. I switched to voiceover mode here since someone else walked in the gym. Good to be respectful about it. But when you're doing these, it's very important to make sure your toes are either pointed upwards and back towards yourself, or you're pointing your toes outwards. When you have your toes pointed up at yourself, it makes it a little bit harder. And then when you can't do anymore, point your toes back out away from you, and you should be able to squeeze out 4 or 5 more reps. So definitely ideal for the growth. So transitioning, we did 5 sets on the leg extensions. We're doing 3 on the reverse curls here, and now I am switching over to abs, and this is one of my favorite ab workouts. This is a kind of reverse crunch. I just put on a pretty light 120 pounds on the cable, and as you can see with my rapid speed mode there, I crunched out about 15 of them. I'll increase the weight, give it about a minute here, and then back on the ground, crunching out another 15. Maybe this one was like 20. Yeah, absolutely love these. They're great for the ab growth. And here you can see my absolute tree trunk of a leg. There's the front view here. Boom. There's all the muscle fibers coming out. All right, back to the apartment. It was a short workout, but it was a good workout. Did about 6 sets on extensions, 4 sets on reverse curls, and then we did quite a bit of abs to go along with it. I got too comfortable in my bed, so I ended up not getting up early enough. I got up at like 5:30, out the door 5:45. And as you do, as a working person, I was out of the gym at 6:30 so I could go ahead and prepare my lunch for the day. And I guess I've came to the conclusion that white collar jobs don't want you to be a bodybuilder. And here's why. Think about it. 8 to 10 hours of sitting or standing in place all day, very little movement unless you're like getting up to use the restroom, 1 meal a day unless you bring extra food, But you don't want to bring extra food because if you're just eating and sitting there, that food's going to go to all the wrong places. And especially with a job like mine, I get home at the end of the day and I'm absolutely mentally, physically exhausted, and I don't want to work out, which is why I work out before I go to my job. But for the typical person, the white collar job, all it wants to do is make you fat. So here's what I bring for lunch every single day because I want to stay high protein. As you can see, almonds, tuna, low fat, and so I'm staying away from fatty foods like, I guess, chips, desserts, anything that's sweet and delicious is probably not going to be good for you. So I make a tuna sub for lunch and eat an apple with it, and I snack on some almonds during the day. So I gotta make this up and throw it in my lunchbox, but here's what I do every day. And basically, I've calculated it in MyFitnessPal. My whole meal, everything, every meal, every day is the exact same for me because I know it's super easy to, I guess, forget what your goals are when you're just kind of eating and making whatever. If I'm making pasta one night and some kind of casserole the next night, right, it's really hard to track that. And so I've calculated everything, got it down to a T, and then I just eat the same exact thing for every meal, every day, hitting my calorie goal, hitting my protein goals, staying below, fats and carbs, and trying to maintain this cut. So I guess tip of the day, do the work once, calculate it, figure it out what is best for you, and then just continue to eat that. Because at the end of the day, food is fuel. It's not supposed to be good. But I guess to me, this tastes good to me, so who knows?
Are you? Hi. What's that? Come on. Nice. Now I found a bug.
He doesn't care about you.
I found a bug.
All right, guys, we went through the whole work day. We came back. Em's with me now. We went and had some drinks with some friends, and by drinks I mean water at a bar, and by bar I mean restaurant.
Right.
So anyway, we got to go wax her legs or something like that, right?
My armpits.
We got to wax her armpits, and then we can get on with our day. See, that would normally be embarrassing, but like 2 people are going to watch this, so not as embarrassing. Anyway,
No, I think
take it easy. Peace.